If you've ever seen a plain wall and then stepped inside a hidden courtyard of light and water, your brain already knows Morocco. Moroccan architecture hides the spectacle until the last second. Outside, quiet walls. Inside, paradise. Morocco's architecture is a daily rhythm, heat, light, and privacy shaping every choice.
That contrast, silence to wonder, is the key we'll decode today. Even the threshold is deliberate. Heavy doors, layered locks, and a sense of arrival.
Because Morocco's homes and cities are built like secrets. Protected, cool, and intensely crafted.
Moroccan spaces are designed to be read by sunlight. Patterns come alive as the day moves.
Here, craft isn't decoration. Craft is architecture. And above it all, a square tower that tells you where the city's heart is.
We'll read Morocco through 4 iconic looks: the Medina Riad, the square minaret, the southern kasbah, and Casablanca's modern face.
By the end, you'll look once and say, that's Morocco, and you'll know why it looks that way.
Start here, the Medina, dense, walkable, and designed for shade, privacy, and community.
The plan is simple. A square center, rooms around it. Function wrapped in symmetry.
In heat and noise, Moroccan life turns inward. Less exposure outside, more calm inside.
That's why many traditional homes don't show off from the street. The home's real face is the courtyard.
The riad is a climate machine. Shade, water, and airflow working together.
Hot air rises through the open center, pulling cooler air through the rooms like a gentle breathing system.
This is also an economy. Apprenticeships, guild-like skills, and knowledge carried by hand.
Thick walls and inward rooms stabilize temperature and keep family life private.
And in wet spaces, Morocco perfected surfaces that can handle water while staying beautiful.
Meet tadelakt, lime plaster polished until it shines, traditionally sealed by careful working and soap. It's soft to the eye, tough in function, one of Morocco's most recognizable finishes.
Patterns begin with proportion, lines, circles, and repeated ratios, not printed templates.
Then there's Zellige, hand-cut pieces, assembled like a living puzzle.
Glaze adds another layer of risk. Heat, chemistry, and color that must be consistent across hundreds of pieces.
Geometry here isn't printed. It's built one piece at a time, with human edges still visible.
That slight handmade imperfection is the fingerprint that tells you, this is Morocco.
Alongside tile, carved plaster, lightweight, intricate, and almost lace-like in shadow.
Carved plaster is fast to shape, but slow to perfect, and one slip breaks the symmetry.
And carved wood, often cedar, adding warmth above the cool geometry below.
Notice the emotional effect. The city is loud, but the house feels like a protected garden.
The Medina outside is motion and trade. Inside, architecture creates calm.
Woodwork adds warmth and scent, an interior world designed for comfort.
This inward logic shaped whole cities. Some of the world's most celebrated historic Medinas.
And it explains the first cost hotspot, maintenance and restoration, keeping old walls standing without trapping moisture.
Because when craft is your architecture, repairs must match the language perfectly. Time is the second cost hotspot. Geometry punishes rushed work. And the payoff is unforgettable.
Light becomes a material, bouncing softly off every surface.
Step outside again, and Morocco gives you a different signature, its skyline. In cities like Marrakesh, the square minaret acts like a compass you can see from anywhere. Tadalact shines because it worked, compressed, and maintained. Beauty through labor. Its geometry is simple, but its presence organizes the entire city. Minarets are functional, calling people together, but they're also symbols of stability and identity.
Look closely and you'll see Morocco's balance. Solid mass, then intricate detail where it matters.
Outside, the city's maze feels endless, until a minaret reappears and you're oriented again. Even from deep inside the Medina, the tower becomes your orientation point. The square tower is calm geometry against a restless city, order visible from far away. That square profile is one of Morocco's easiest tells. Different cities, same confident silhouette.
Now jump to Casablanca, where Morocco makes a modern statement on the Atlantic.
Here, scale becomes the message. Engineering, stone, and craft at national showpiece level.
The minaret shoots upward like a lighthouse, visible across the city.
In a building like this, the structure is only half the cost. The finishes carry the identity.
Moments like this show architecture's social role. Spaces and signals that synchronize life.
It's the same Moroccan logic as the Riad, craft as proof of permanence, just expanded to monumental proportions.
And the ocean adds another budget line: exposure, salt air, wind, and constant conservation.
Casablanca is trade and tide, industry beside monument, modern life beside tradition.
But Morocco's most dramatic architecture might be far from the sea, down south, where buildings are made of earth.
As the landscape dries, the palette shifts from glaze and marble to clay, straw, and sun.
This is the southern silhouette. Kasbahs and ksour, fortified forms that look sculpted, not built.
Big volume changes sound and emotion. Reverberation becomes part of the experience.
They're designed for defense, for community, and for survival in extreme temperature swings.
Earthen walls store heat and release it slowly. Nature's insulation, using local material.
Building at the edge of the sea is a promise and a maintenance bill that never ends. The giveaway detail is the tower rhythm, fortified corners like a crown around the settlement.
Here's the twist. Earth can be affordable to build, but expensive to maintain. Rain and erosion don't negotiate, so the real cost is continual repair cycles.
Move inland and south, and Morocco's materials flip. Earth becomes the main character.
Add tourism, and preservation becomes a daily balancing act. Access without damage.
And yet, nothing looks more Morocco South than that carved from earth silhouette at sunset.
Now return to the coast, Casablanca, where Morocco modernized fast and left an architectural record.
Even the structure shows itself. Timbers and earth, layered into a fortress that breathes.
You'll see Art Deco and modernist shape, circles, balconies, and crisp geometry.
But Morocco's DNA survives in the details: screens, pattern instincts, and shadow play.
This city reads like a crossroads. Global forms, local rhythm.
Preservation means using the same logic. Repair with compatible materials, not modern sealants that trap moisture.
And modern heritage has its own cost hotspot. Restoration, concrete repair, facade conservation, and upgrading hidden infrastructure.
Different eras, same truth. Morocco spends on the hand, on skill, time, and continuity.
So here's your Morocco recognition code. The hidden riad, Zellige and Tadalacht, the square minaret.
Once you see this logic, quiet outside, crafted inside, you can't unsee Morocco. At night, the earthen walls store the day and release it slowly. Comfort without machines. Casablanca's modern era wasn't only facades. New public interiors shaped how the city moved.
And even in concrete, Morocco keeps its favorite material, shadow.
Tile, plaster, wood, earth. 4 materials, 4 worlds. One Moroccan instinct for crafted order. Next time, we'll use the same lens. Look, why, how, cost, detail, to decode another country you can't unsee.